A widely available prescription drug that's been approved by the FDA to combat parasites could lead to a possible breakthrough in fighting COVID-19. Multiple trials now in the U.S. and abroad are using ivermectin, have shown astounding results according to doctors participating in this study, with patients' viral loads declining almost immediately, they say. Well, our next guest is optimistic that the drug could help battle the coronavirus. And joining us now is Dr. Peter Hibberd. He is emergency medicine specialist in Palm Beach, Florida. Dr. Hibberd, thanks for being here.
I'm pleased to be here. Thank you very much.
All right, well, ivermectin seems like it could be the cure until we can bridge that gap to getting a vaccine. Why are you so optimistic about it?
Well, there's been no other drug that we've had that will change mortality. Remdesivir reduces the hospital stay, but it doesn't change the mortality rates. And this one had some significant mortality benefit to patients that were hospitalized. And that's a first.
And then with dexamethasone, which is a steroid drug, there's also been interest that that could be a cure as well. Any update on that?
Dexamethasone is a steroid. It is not a cure. It's part of what we use to manage critically ill patients. And traditionally, the WHO came out initially recommending against using it. However, somewhere their data was misinterpreted, and we believe that steroids actually are very useful in advanced cases of very ill patients. But the steroid itself is not a cure. It's not an antiviral. It doesn't stop replication. It just affects the inflammatory process in our bodies.
Hey, you know, doctor, we're seeing a spike and a resurgence in cases in a lot of states, and I don't know if it's just because more people are necessarily getting tested or because they're outside and enjoying the warmer weather, but is there a concern in the medical community that this resurgent could start to overwhelm the hospitals, which was, frankly, the original concern at the beginning of the outbreak?
Sean, I agree completely. There is concern about a second wave. We're more concerned now. We've relaxed restrictions we've been working out now for 2 months. And certainly, if you stay home, you're not going to come in contact unless someone comes into your environment. When you go out, you're outside and you're around other people. If you stay protected, you have a reduced risk. There's only one sure way of being sure that you don't get it, and that's to stay home. But obviously, we're not going to do that. We've gone back to work, and now we're getting into a more usual lifestyle. I do believe large gatherings are going to pose a problem for spread or super spread, yes.
So just quickly, to your last point, there's been a lot of large gatherings in the last couple weeks with people out there protesting. Do you believe that we are going to see a big resurgence in some of these cities where we've had these large protests?
As you know, to get it, you have to come in contact with somebody who's carrying it, and you may not even know you're carrying it until you get sick. And so many young people don't get symptoms or have minimal, they may not be aware that they're carrying it. So I do believe we're going to see a resurgence on the basis of large gathering, yes.
Okay. Well, I hope that that's not the case, but I appreciate your advice, because I think you're right. The more that we continue to do all those things they told us, the more we keep ourselves safe and our family and our community safe. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. Thank you.
All right. Well, this past weekend, country music star Colin Ray did something that hasn't been done in quite some time. He performed a live concert in front of thousands of people. Colin is going to join us next to tell us all about it.